Hello, are we live? Are we live? Are we live? Is anyone there? Are we live? Are we live? Can anyone see a sketchbook? I think we might be live. My studio is a little bit behind. Let's have a look. Hello. Excuse all the mess. We just had a load of housework done, so just ignore that. It's also a little bit later today. It's currently 6 p.m. in the UK, so I've got two lights. Hopefully that's all good. We're looking a bit bright now, but hopefully that means we'll be okay as the sun sets. Ah, righty ho. Just give it a second and then get started. I've got all of the prompts ready. We've got 8 prompts to get through today. Let me just check that we're all live on my phone. Can we see anything? Okay, looks like it's come up. Looks like we're okay. All right. I never really know. Hello, hi Easy Arts. How are you doing today? A little bit later today, so it's probably quite late where you are, but how's this time for you? I don't really know what the best time to go for is. I know this is like pretty unattainable in Australia, but I think this is a pretty good time. Is the hair real? Definitely not. It's very bright. It looks even brighter. Like if I turn it down. No, it's still very bright. Okay. It is bright. It's gonna last a while though. Sometimes when I dye my hair, I go for like the ultimate pastel pink and it only lasts like 1 or 2 washes, but going really bright like this will last about a month or two. This is great. It's just efficient. It's a little bit bright, but it's very efficient. Yep, it's dyed. It's literally just semi-permanent, but so far it's done about 3 washes and we're still very bright, so hopefully it'll last a while. Right, I've got my sketchbook out. I've actually already made a start. You can see like a little bit. We've made a little bit of a start, and I've actually sketched quite a few pieces too, but we've got 8 prompts to get through. And then that's the entirety of Peachtober completely prepped and ready. I have made a little bit of a start, but that means I can actually keep going. Yeah, I coloured it myself. It's just like literally a pot of pink, but it's a lot of fun. I really like dyeing it. I cut it, well, I don't want to take credit for my fringe, but I do cut it myself too. Let me flip the camera. There we go. Pretty little sketchbook with the strange snail in the corner. I'm still not over that. It's just so random. It doesn't really. Oh, no, there is a bit of something there. Okay, there is a butterfly. It's not completely random. Got the sketchbook. Unfortunately, my nails came off today, so I think we're okay. I've gone back to the original setting on the camera, so hopefully it will be a little bit less awkward this time. A little bit better. Let's have a look. How are we doing? Okay, so try not to reveal anything so far. We've got some pretty weird prompts this time, honestly. So I've done a couple of sketches already. This one's slightly different to what we originally came up with. Some of them are like I've retained a lot of the idea, but some have changed a little bit. So we did greenhouse, and I actually Googled a fairy greenhouse, and turns out they don't really look like this. This is how I pictured it, but I Googled it and it is an actual thing. And they're kind of like little greenhouses for fairies that people put in their garden to look cute. I was thinking of an actual greenhouse that a fairy would live in. I think possibly last time you guys meant an actual like little cute thing that you put in your garden, but I totally thought of a real thing and how it would actually work. So that was completely wrong, but we're gonna do it anyway. We did the Alpine Village. Couldn't find a reference that had cute little fencing, and I'm happy with the reference I chose, so that one's a little bit different. This is the final sketch for Earth. Oh, that face. This is where we ended it on last time, number 23, which was Party, and is the person. It's a portrait. So we've got a few different stuff. We've got like a landscape, portrait, and before that we did portrait, cat. So trying to do slightly different things now. I like to do like, I mean, I've got two landscapes in a row there, but I like to do it a little bit different if we can, like your journal art style. I mean, I like to do lots of different things, but I do think this year there isn't much of an art style going on. Like this year, it's kind of crazy. We're using any medium, any subject, and it's not going to look cohesive at all. But I want to kind of experiment because I moved house this year and I wasn't able to like create very much art. I don't know if you guys have been able to create much art, but I really haven't this year. So I'm just taking it as an opportunity to create art. And with that, I do actually have something to show you for this prompt. So this prompt is number 24 and it's radish. And I've already done something similar in the Daily Doodle Diary, so I kind of know what I want to do. If you guys have any ideas, feel free to pop them in the comments and we'll see if we can come up with something better. But in the Daily Doodle Diary, I did something right at the beginning, and I think it was an onion, but I really liked this. It was literally just like a random onion, and obviously I did it in biro, so it's a little bit strange. But I'm thinking of just doing something kind of cute like that, almost like a little still life, because I really enjoyed it. I don't do anything like this. I don't know how different a radish looks to an onion. Let's have a quick look. Radish. Oh, they're a bit cuter actually. Yeah, something like that. So I kind of want to just do a radish, maybe make it cute. We could do like a frame around the outside, maybe like a little scallop edge or just round or something. But I kind of just want to draw a radish. So I've got draw a radish in bright colors with things around, but I I think the things might be the big leaves, to be honest. A real heart anatomical. Yeah, I really like that one. That was random. I think I actually got the reference from Pinterest. It was like a tattoo or something. Let me show you up close if I can find it again. It was right at the beginning. I literally just had it. Just had it. It's so hard to find things in the Daily Doodle when you're actually looking for something. That is the only problem. How can I not find it? I literally just had it. There we go. So it's neocolors and it's kind of a messy style, but then I like that the sword is blended throughout because I leant down quite hard on the neocolor. So this is kind of quite messy, but then the sword is quite smooth. So I do quite like it. But I think it was a tattoo, the reference. There's so much variety, it's crazy. I think I'm going to zoom you in a little bit if I can. Oh, there we go. It's decided to work today. And just try this radish a bit. You're a science student. Honestly, I think it was a tattoo, that reference. But it was a lot of fun. I mean, if you haven't drawn a heart, it's quite a lot of fun. You might like it. It's a bit random though. That's the only thing that I have drawn. I don't know if it'd be weird to draw like other organs, but the heart was cool. I'm gonna start just with literally, this is a really simple one, so I'm gonna do this quite quick. We're just gonna do some radishes, really. Quite simple, quite similar to the reference, but maybe like work out a frame. I don't know, would square work maybe? If we did like almost square? That is quite wonky, but what kind of frame would work? What if we do like a leaf? Like a frame that kind of looks like a leaf, would that work? Because these leaves, maybe that shape? Oh, the camera does not like that. Yeah, it's actually really fun to do a heart like an actual organ though, rather than like the cute way. Salad. It is giving salad. I wonder if we could do that though. Um, tell me if this looks like a leaf at all. This frame. Oh, this is looking good. Maybe something a bit more like this side. Um, so it would be like green. Oh, could we do like a mint green in like acrylic gouache, do you think? Maybe that could work. So it's just a nice flat mint green color. I'm gonna write that. Oh, sorry, write that down really quickly. Mint green, acrylic. If I have any ideas, I do like to write them down because something like this, I forget. I forget my ideas so quickly that I just will not remember. Especially when it comes to like mediums, I completely forget. I completely forget what medium I was planning. But I think that could work. And then they've kind of got, obviously they're leaves, but I don't know if that's going to work with that. Unless it's a dark green. I just think it might be fun. I really enjoy drawing the onion, so I kind of want to give it a go. Just something like, oh, they've got something underneath. They've got this. I mean, I've definitely not used a radish myself. I've definitely not cooked with one, so I don't really know. But they look quite cool. I don't know what else you would do for radish, to be honest. I mean, is there anything else that a radish could be? Is it, I don't know, does it mean something else? Is it like a feeling? I don't know of any way that a radish could be otherwise. I'm gonna curl it in because I kind of want it to all fit, even though the leaves don't, but that's fine. So, this is my idea for radish. It's very simple, but I think it could look fun. We could do possibly just acrylic wash the entire way around because I haven't got any plans so far for them. So I've got a mint green, which I think I've actually got nearby. Oh, these are the ones I got. They're really cool shades. They're quite big as well. Like they're 40 mils. Oh, does not like green. Okay. Just try and picture it as mint green. It's it's not working. I have to figure out why it's doing that. But these ones are, look how lovely these colors are. So maybe we could try and use a few of these. Like those two would probably go quite well. Maybe the shell pink as well. They're not really radish colors, but maybe the background. So we've got like dark green, light green. We could do shell pink for the background, maybe. And then like something mixed with shell pink for the radish. So we'll say that's shell pink. And then I think I have a Viridian, which will probably work for that. And then if we say the radish is shell pink with like crimson, maybe? I think crimson is the color I have. Shell pink, and I think it's crimson. And just like that, we've really made it really simple. We could put color pencil on top. Maybe not for the frame. The frame will be just a basic frame the entire way. But we could do a couple of bits of color pencil. Maybe I'll make a note of that. Colour pencil on top. I think even though we're using acrylic gouache and I'll have to like pop it down somewhere, I think this will work. Um, Looks good. Thank you. Good to have some simple ones. Yes, definitely. For a challenge that's an entire month long, you definitely need some simple ones to actually get through it. Really readable as a radish. Yeah, I think the frame is kind of giving leaf as well. To detail for radish, it looks like a spring onion. I don't know if I have radish in anything really. But I mean, there's definitely a lot we could do with it. But I think this one I'm going to keep simple. I'm just going to do a couple of flat colors. And really simple, this one, really simple. Should we move on to the next one? Okay, the next prompt is, what is it? Stone. Okay, prompt 25 is stone. I don't have a lot of ideas. Does anyone have any ideas for stone? I just put like watercolor stone patterns. So if there was like rocks, just like an overhead of rocks and the water in between was kind of what I was thinking. Looks like a radish, only here it's white color. Oh, that's cool. I'm not sure I've really seen that before. But I mean, radish is quite tasty, so I'm sure it is. And yeah, the prompt is stone. Any ideas? Oh, a sword in the stone. That's a cool one. I don't know if we've done a sword yet. I don't think we have. That's a cool idea. Yeah, I just had like a pattern and a landscape on beach with like a ruined tower, like some ruins or a castle ruins. But honestly, I've done a lot of landscapes, so I'm happy to do something different. I do like the idea of the sword. I'll have a quick sketch. Let's see what I can do. I'm just picturing like nothing too tricky, just maybe this would be quite a simple one as well. We do want some simple ones. I'm probably going to be tired by this point. Like, I'm already kind of tired and I've not done many at all. That looks a bit more like a hill. So, I think we need to make it look a bit more like a boulder, like several rocks together. Super quick. And I'm having to go straight in with biro because when I use markers, you just can't see the sketch anymore. So that's why we can't cover up the hill. I kind of was thinking hill, and then I looked at the prompt and I was like, oh yeah, it's a stone. Let's see what we can do. There's quite a few stones there. And then sword. Obviously, I don't know what the design would be. I would probably want a bit of stone behind it if it's like in it. Is this kind of what you're picturing? Kind of looks a bit like a tomato to me. Maybe it will look better if we add the rest. I mean, it's kind of upside down, so it's like hard to picture. Kind of like that. Maybe that is wonky, but it's okay, I guess. And then the handle. It's kind of like that. Obviously, it'll be better when we have references. Right now, I'm just trying to do something. I mean, it kind of looks like a dagger, which isn't great. Maybe I'll add a little bit of something on the bottom. I feel like it's still kind of giving small knife because it looks like a dagger going through, like a knife going through a tomato. More angular, less round. Okay, let's see. I think stones are quite round though. I don't know. I'm picturing a nice good boulder. Maybe it needs to be bigger, which we can't do right now. Well, maybe. There we go. Is that less tomato? Draw simple but tricky with detail. It's really hard, especially in biro because you can't rub out. But otherwise I won't be able to see it on the other side. It is giving tomato. Let's try and do something a bit different. I don't know. I'd have to look at a reference really. I feel like if it's cut in like this, it will probably naturally look bigger. It's because mine's kind of at the top. That looks a bit better, right? I need a reference. That's kind of what I'm picturing though. And you could do fine liner with, and you could even do color pencil. Maybe not. But fine liner could work. Oh, pardon me, I'm losing my voice. Yeah, I need more blade. Okay, what about if we... I need a reference. Let's do... Let's do this. Let's see what I can do. See, I mean, it still doesn't look much bigger though. Obviously, that's like a much bigger piece of stone, but we are doing portrait. I don't know, does that look a little bit more like it? Hmm, maybe we need a smaller handle. Maybe that's the problem. Need a sharp knife. Yeah. Well, the end is in the rock, so I think that's why it's tricky to make it look like a rock. Let's give it a try again. I can't really curve it in now that I've done the line though. That's the only problem. Let's try and what if we make it narrower? Does that work? Does that look more like a sword? Or we could do a round one perhaps. Let's just practice. Still quite pointy. That's that kind of looks like a dagger. Maybe we need to go bigger. Oh hey, how are you doing? Jesco? Jesco? Is that have I said that correctly? Draw a random shape as a rock. That's actually a pretty good point. I mean, that's kind of pointy, but oh, there we go. That's better. Maybe we just need the length. So random shape, yeah? That's too round. Ah, perfect. Longer and thinner for the blade. That one might be a little bit too pointy. I think that's the closest that we've got though, but you're right. It would kind of be like not super round, just a random shape. I guess any of these will kind of work. So we've got a vague idea for stone, yeah? So less knife in tomato and a little bit more imagine this sword in one of these rocks. Kind of if I do like a really rough one, I guess like that, but figuring out where it would hit. Yeah? Is that that's kind of the concept. More rock, less tomato, and we'll figure it out. There's loads of different swords we could do though, you're right. Like, I mean, these are definitely giving more dagger, but I have to have a think. I mean, it's portrait, the entire book's portrait, so it does make sense to try and get a lot of like the length in. But I think we've filled all the space now, so we might have to go on to the next one. I have a very silly idea for the next one. And I mean, that's very different. Like, so we started on a person, then we got the radish, the sword in stone, and the next prompt is a little bit random. The next one is backpack. And the silly idea that I had was to draw Dora the Explorer in my art style. I saw backpack and I thought of Dora the Explorer. What do you think of when you see this prompt? Because that is what I thought of. Let's see if I can quickly find a reference. Okay, this is Dora the Explorer. So I guess we need to try and somehow do that. And we are due a portrait. It's been a few. Um, I mean, I quite like that pose. I don't know if I can manage that though. But super quick. The thing that I really want to do is just try and make the face in my art style. I guess we don't need it to be that long. We could do it that long maybe. But that's what I thought of. What do you guys think of when you see backpack? Let's see what we can do. Just focusing on like how I'm gonna manage this in my art style, and obviously this is biro. So maybe that's not the smartest decision that I've made so far. As long as, oh yes, that's true. Maybe this isn't the best pose then. Maybe we should pop that arm down just so the backpack's on show. But she kind of has like things coming out the backpack, so I don't know if that will really work. This one. I mean, that's a very round face. That's a lot rounder than what I'm used to. Let's see. So there's like a little nose. That's a very round face. How am I gonna do that? Eyes. Kind of like that. And then the fringe. She doesn't have eyebrows, so I'm guessing that she does, and the hair's just covering. Yeah, I definitely want to keep the big eyes in. I mean, I'll do a round face, but I don't think I'm gonna do it this round. It also doesn't have ears, but I think we're gonna need a little ear. Just because I mean, like, there would be an ear there. They've just completely done no ear in the slightest, but the hair kind of goes here. So I think we need an ear. Yeah, I think also, to be honest, like this top, this color is iconic. And I did recognize, I couldn't quite picture her when I first thought of this, but I knew that there was a pink t-shirt, so she doesn't have an elbow. Yes, she doesn't have knees either. There is a slight flaw in this design. Also, the lack of eyebrows, like surely there'd be a little bit of an eyebrow coming through here. I also don't really like that nose gives me nothing to work with, so I don't really know how we're gonna do this, but we'll figure it out. Hiya, thanks for joining. Royal? I'm gonna call you Royal. I always struggle when people don't have like the names. It's like, are you okay with me calling you your name? I don't know. But hello, we're working through Peachtober prompts on number 26, and the prompt is backpack. I thought of Dora the Explorer. That's what we're looking at here. Yeah, so we're drawing Dora the Explorer in my art style. If you've got any ideas for backpack, feel free to drop them down below because I'm sure yours will be better than mine. Um, yeah, just trying to do something, I guess. I mean, like, the top is iconic, but it's the backpack that we want on show. And this hair is very strange. It kind of like goes like short at the front and then long at the back. I don't know. Let's just say that we're just gonna draw her and we'll do a pose later on. So basically we need to get the t-shirt in because it's pink and it's iconic. And then we need the backpack in. But yeah, we're gonna have to move that arm elsewhere because we need the backpack to be completely in. So I think she's going to need to be bent slightly. So I'm going to need to find a better reference when it comes to it. Um, see, even if we just like pop it, pop her kind of like that. And then the backpack will come round. And then it's kind of like there. Will that be enough on show? I mean, there's kind of things coming out of it, but I think the hair will cover a lot of it. Let's do a face to kind of make it look less creepy. Okay, let's see what we got. Right, this is looking a bit creepy. I've just closed my pen. Why did I do that? So we've got a very blocky fringe. I mean, it is a bit of an odd prompt though. Like, I don't really know what else you would do. Like, I do struggle to come up with ideas, but I think you would kind of do a backpack. I don't really know what else you'd do that isn't a backpack, you know? It's got a map on the side pocket. I was thinking there was something poking out of it. I think there's a couple of things poking out of it. So it's just like if it would be behind, maybe we need to like have the hair tucked behind or something somehow. Or we just make the hair a little bit shorter just so that it shows. I'm just going to try and make her look a little bit less scary. So I think she needs eyebrows. I know she doesn't have eyebrows. No, she doesn't really have much of a nose bridge either. But this is kind of in my style. So let's just give this a go. Let's try and do something. I'm gonna give her eyelids and an eyebrow because I presume she has them. So let's just do that a little bit. I mean, like it would poke out, wouldn't it? Maybe not this one. It must have just been easier to like animate or something. But I think she'd have eyebrows. I think the eyes are looking kind of cute though. And then the lip is quite different to what I normally do. She must do it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she must have some eyebrows. And quite a round face, so we need to keep that in, even though it's kind of in my art style, so a little bit less round maybe. And then, oh, these lips are going to be difficult if I do that though. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that in my style because it looks a little bit odd. Yeah, that's not really going to work, that lip scenario, because she also doesn't really have any teeth showing. And we're gonna need to add some teeth if we do this one. But that's kind of something. And then let's do a bit of an ear showing. And then it depends where we're gonna like end the fringe really. Because it kind of is short at the front and then like long at the back. And I'll rub out the pencil lines just so you can see it a bit better because it does look a little bit odd still. I mean, maybe the hair's too big, but Dora has really big hair. So let's just do that. I think now the body is definitely not fitting the head though. So I'm gonna have to make it a little bit bigger. And I'll just put the arm off somewhere else for now. Just leave the arm. The backpack we'll do here. Oh yeah, we need the straps, don't we? And maybe like I'll do something coming out of it. I don't remember exactly what comes out of it, but I'll rub it out and we'll see if it actually looks like Dora. Obviously, you have to ignore the biro circle, the original one. Ooh, that smudged a little bit. Oh well. Does that look at all like Dora? Isn't the hair a little pointy? Yes, the hair is a little bit pointy. Like, look at it. What is that? I tried to retain some of it, but it's not the best haircut really. It's definitely could have done better haircuts than this. And I don't think the eyes quite match the size of everything else, but yeah, that's kind of, oh, that nose has sort of ruined it. I'm about to overdo it now and destroy the whole thing. Um, yeah, that's kind of what I've got. Oh, hi, Easy. What you having? What kind of dinner you having? Is it dinner or is it a snack? Yeah, this is looking a little bit like Dora now. It's also looking a little bit creepy, but there's some kind of semblance. I think the hair needs to be bigger on this side if the face is tilted, but it's biro. What can you do? If we move on to the next one now. Oh, no, that's stone. Right, next up we've got Hi Alison. How you doing? It's Saturday night. Have you got any plans? It's probably afternoon where you are there, isn't it? It's 6 o'clock here, so I might just make my light a little bit cooler if I can. There we go. This is the brightest I can go, so let me know how this is. But the sun is currently setting right next to me in both windows, so we're now relying on the actual lights. Right, guys. Does anyone have any ideas for this one? Because I don't. The 27th prompt is grass, and I just put lying in a meadow. So if anyone's got any ideas, feel free, because I don't know what to do. Just got finished with a 4-hour work meeting. Now back to work. We'll go out to dinner later. Oh, 4-hour long meeting. God, that's crazy. How are you doing? Have you got much longer to go? Or 4 hours is really long for one meeting. Absolutely. Like, I feel like I only ever did like 1 hour really. Yeah, unless it's like a kind of educational one, like a learning one, I think they were always quite long, but 4 hours for just a casual meeting, that is really long. Ah, training. Yep, those are the worst. Have you got anything nice for dinner though? Are you going out? This is the only idea I've got, so I'm just gonna randomly draw something and let you know if it works at all. I don't have any ideas though. Those training meetings are always the worst though. Okay, this is far too big. The rendering takes more time to upload than the actual. Yeah, I need to upload tomorrow's video. Well, I need to export it and then I need to upload it. And it takes like I've stopped doing 4K. I don't know if you guys do your videos in 4K or not, but since I'm not really filming in 4K, it seems pointless, especially when it takes so long in comparison. I did a poll a little while ago about which one people watch, and a lot of people did actually watch 4K, but I don't think I've ever had the internet to do anything like that. But the processing time is crazy. Okay, I'm just gonna do so basically what I was picturing. It's not much. This person needs clothes. There we go. It's basically, this is gonna look so bad because it's so quick. But basically, what I was picturing was like a person, those hands, seagrass. Oh, I would need a reference. I'll have a look in a sec. Yeah, the only idea that I had was literally like someone just kind of lying in a meadow, really. The legs are very short. The legs are really wonky. I ran out of space. And then basically, like, the grass would be like probably like acrylic gouache, so it'd be like on top of the skin, kind of like that. Plus like hair, obviously. That was kind of the only idea that I had, basically. Cow in a field again. You're just obsessed with this cow in a field, Matthew. Don't think I haven't forgotten your cow in a field. Do you want me to do the cow in the field? Is that it, Matthew? Ah, we could do a cow in the field. Let's have a look at seagrass first, though, because I cannot picture that. Seagrass. Ooh, that is interesting. Problem is, I'm not sure how I would. It's really struggling to pick up the green. Maybe I've like chroma keyed it or something. Do you think that could be it? I don't think I have, but I don't know why it's struggling so much. Is it this? Can I delete it? Remove? There we go. It was chroma key. I don't even know what chroma key is. Okay, there we go. It must be like green screen or something. I don't know how I would make it look underwater. That is my only thing. Can't believe you're being blasted for cows. You've told me this cow idea so many times, Matthew. I can draw a cow. I can attempt it. I'm not good. You got 60 pics of small cars trying to do a stop motion. Oh, I don't envy you. I tried to do something sort of stop motion before, and that was really basic, so I can't imagine trying to do something proper like that. Oh, that must be so tricky. I like the idea of seagrass, but I just don't know how I would make it look underwater. That is my only thing. I'm glad we sorted out the green though. It looks like green now. All right, cow. Let's have a look. This is the cow. This is the cow. What if we do like really long grass? Like to the point where this tiny little cow, what did it look like? To the point where this tiny little cow is kind of completely hidden. It's kind of like that, isn't it? It's kind of like that. It kind of looks like, it looks a bit like a Labrador puppy. That's kind of what that's given. Like a cornfield. Oh, that's a shout. Oh, I've got a bit of a cough today. Yeah, as long as we can also have grass. The problem with stop motion is that you need a lot of spaces. Yeah, I've tried to do animating on, it was like Adobe Animate, and that was painful. The title, like the intro that I have in my videos, the ChantelleArts, that was actually animated, and the amount of different sections that you need, like you would never think that it's that many. So I can't really imagine doing actual stop motion. That's crazy. So grass, like lots of grass, so it's kind of completely like covered. Though I do like the idea of doing a cute little tail. Maybe we can do a cute little tail if it goes up. And then random blobs, so it looks like a cow, because they're most like cows, the dairy ones. Um, with the spots. I have to make it look iconic, like an iconic cow. Otherwise, it won't. The cow is so furious, it looks like a cat. Yeah, I don't have a reference. I don't really remember what their ears look like. I don't know why it looks so furious. Let's add some eyeliner. Maybe then it will look better. There we go. Does that look better? The cow has eyeliner. Maybe the ears need to be bigger. Hmm, don't really know. But corn. We could keep the grass and then just do like that kind of. So there's like maybe masking. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we'll do like acrylic on top. So you could do alcohol markers maybe with acrylic on top, and then you do like the corn that way, although it kind of looks like flowers rather than corn. But that could be cute. But then they probably have leaves too, so maybe the odd leaf would also work. Okay, so we've got grass, um, cornfield, and some leaves added with acrylic markers. I'm really loving acrylic markers. I got some more recently and I've just been having a lot of fun with them. So we've got a random person just in the floor or a cute little cow. So we know which one's gonna win because of the sharp jawline. The problem is because I'm using biro and I can't rub it out. I can't make the face wider. I'm just like cutting into the face. That's the problem. It's kind of like it's now just it looks like it's got a beard. Um, it's fine. We'll figure it out when it comes to the actual piece. I mean, it's going to be done in alcohol markers with like no lines or maybe a little bit of color pencil or something maybe. Yeah, you can't really fiddle with it too much when it's biro, you know. So there's a cow, kind of. Oh, just realized what the next prompt is. It's very similar. The next prompt is pony. And oh, I don't really want to do two animals in a row now. What else could a pony be? Hmm. 28 is pony. So I originally thought like a unicorn or something surreal. Um, or kid riding horse stick thing. You know, like, the horse heads on a stick, like the kid toys? What are they called? Like a riding stick? I don't know what they're called. I can't think. But like, yeah, that's, you kind of know what I mean. But I like the idea of doing like a surreal landscape with a unicorn floating in the sky or something. That could be quite cool. Pogo stick. Is that it? Pony up is an expression of paying up. Oh, that's interesting. I recognize that. I don't know. Hi, Robson. How are you doing? What's the time where you are? It's currently 6:50 in the UK in the evening. And the prompt is pony. Like I had one as a child, like the sticks with a toy head on. Hobby horse. I don't know what I called it, but it definitely wasn't that. That might be the proper name. I wouldn't know how to draw it anyway, so I mean, I don't think we're gonna be doing that. Any ideas for Barney? Paying up. How could we do that if we did paying up? I wonder what you could do for that. Yeah, the thing that I'm imagining is kind of like it's just like a stick. Um, this is kind of what I'm imagining. It was just a stick with a head on it, and this was a toy that we had as a kid. We could just do a pony, you're absolutely right. We could just do a pony. It's just because we've just done a cow. Pretend they're on real horses and jump over fences. Yeah, it wasn't like a fun toy, but I guess that's what we did back in the day. We could do an actual pony. Horses are quite difficult, to be honest. Um, I've done front, but we could do. I can't even begin to imagine where to start with a horse. I did it for March of Robots. Um, oh, where do I even begin? I'm gonna need a little bit of a reference here. Is a pony that different? Hmm, the ponies just have a little bit more hair. Oh, My Little Pony, that's an idea. They have a bit more hair and they're just a little bit more. Maybe that's Shetland. They're a bit more stumpy, the ponies. There's a hobby horsing world championship. That's crazy. I knew it was a proper thing. Draw a girl on horseback with a ponytail. Oh, that's a really cool idea. The question is, can I do that in like an hour? Unless we do it, unless we do it up close, maybe. Would that work? Like if we do a face and a face? Because I'm not sure that I could do an entire thing like that in like an hour or two. And we've got so many other ones to do for Peachtober. This is a little bit up close, but what if you kind of have, say that this is a person. None of the horse heads are kind of facing the right way, so oh, we could do this one. I'll give it a go, but I'm not promising it will look like a horse. I just think horses are so difficult to draw. I tried to do one before for March of Robots, but I've never actually ridden a horse or anything myself, so I don't really know what they look like. I can't like picture what they look like. I don't know if that's kind of the right size either. Um, don't know. It's just an idea. So it has like the shaggy hair, but I guess it would probably have to be a little bit more curved. So maybe this head would have to be further along for the person to be on it. Can do it in a minute. Oh, I can't even sketch it with Byron. A few minutes. Like, what is this? Picture the head over here, okay? Um, there's no way for me to like make it look like she's on it, but it's fine. We'll just slide that over when it comes to the actual sketch. So basically you'd have your person here, ponytail. I feel like it would be cool to have it kind of flowing. Maybe maybe all the way around. She can be holding its rein. Yeah, the problem is I don't know if there's really much point even continuing with this horse because it's in completely the wrong location. Like, it kind of looks like a horse, but the horse's body is over here. Um, so yeah. I like the idea though of it kind of, I don't know if it would sort of flow like this. So it's kind of like moving in the wind. Is that kind of what you were imagining? Does that kind of work? Obviously, we'll do some eyes real quick just to make it look like a person a little bit. And there might be like a more dynamic pose or something we can do. Obviously, this won't stick. And obviously, unfortunately, that line was a little bit too harsh. You could put the horse's mane in a ponytail. Oh, we haven't done that yet. Would that work though? Because I guess it would be here, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it kind of be like that if it was in a ponytail? But then picture it further along. Don't go in detail, just draw three circles, middle one big one, first one little. I imagine going down from left to right. Yeah, I don't know. This is a cool idea. Like it will be fine if I can, have a reference and do the sketch. But you got to start with a little mess to begin with. Obviously the body disappears as well, but kind of, so we've got one ponytail there, we've got two ponytails there, and then technically we have the pony. What if I just sort of, just to picture it, so this is the ponytail, that's the pony. God, the lighting has gone like very warm. Do you think that's very warm? Oh, so I think if we pop the head down just so we can picture it, we've got, oh no, it's still kind of in the wrong location. Okay, we'll start with the horse's body. That's the body. And then the head is there. And then the person's head will be here. And the person will be sat on the body there. with a fringe and a ponytail. Yeah, it kind of looks like something. But that wasn't the intention. This is the head. And um yeah, does that are we kind of seeing the vision? Kind of. I think that's kind of the vision. I think the horse would be like that with the ponytail, and then the person will be here. We can do the reins possibly, but I don't know with the angle how much will be in. Yeah, I think that's an idea. I think that's an idea. This is kind of what we're aiming for. I'll see what we can do. I'll find a good reference. I'll figure out what kind of pony we want. The lighting is a little bit dark, I feel like, but this is kind of the brightest I can do. The sun has now set. So, next up, hiya, how you doing? We're currently working our way through Peachtober and we've now got, oh, we are close. Okay, next up is break. I feel like this is quite a good prompt. What kind of ideas? What are we thinking for break? Because I thought of a few things, but they're all completely random. Anything broken, like basic anything. A tea set, like a broken tea set. Um, the sword from Lord of the Rings, but we have already done a sword. Some broken pencils could also work. And oh, I also thought of a view from an aeroplane window, like something I've taken on holiday, because it's like a break, a holiday. I don't know, what do we think? I mean, the tea set could be kind of cute, maybe. Thank you. You guys are also lovely. What you up to where you are? What's the time? It's currently 7 o'clock here in the UK, so we're getting a little bit darker, but hopefully you can see okay still. Matthew likes the holiday idea. Okay, I don't have a reference to hand, but I've kind of taken so many photos from a window that I think I might be able to picture it. I like it. I think it's a different take on break. And I'm not sure that many other people would go for something like that. I think a lot of people might do something broken, so I do like that it's different. It's 11:33 where you are. Well, that is late. You going to bed soon then, or a bit later? I think I go to bed quite a bit later than that usually. So interesting though, because everyone has such different routines. Oh, what if we do like a round window like this? Like a plain window, but then the actual page is kind of left, or the page is like grey, so it does kind of look like a window in itself. It's very wonky. Why am I so wonky with my lines, honestly? And then we've got the plain wing, kind of like it's kind of like that, and I think that's yeah, that's okay. So we've got the wing. Um, something there, and then you have like that kind of separated, don't you, a little bit? And then you could do like some mountains, maybe we could do. But what if we do like black? What if it's like a black frame and then all of this is really light inside? What if it's like alcohol markers and it's quite a light scene? And then the window is actually like black, which I mean, it could also be alcohol markers, but it might look better in acrylic. Do you think that would work? Like it kind of being like a black border, but actually built into the scene? So if we did light and alcohol markers. Honestly, I'm using alcohol markers a lot, but I don't actually know how to use them, so I don't know how it's going to go. But this paper doesn't handle watercolor very well, so don't have a lot of options. And then we'll go black acrylic markers. I think that could work. For the P set, you're used to sleeping late. Yeah, I always end up sleeping a bit late too. I think I'm a bit of a night owl. I guess we're both the same. I don't know. I really struggle in the morning. I do struggle in the morning to actually wake up, but I'm completely wide awake at night. Oh, this is a whole tea set. This one isn't broken at all. Um, I guess it would kind of be, you could do a crack down the middle, but the other idea would be like split in half. So it is literally like that, maybe? Does it kind of look like a tea set? I don't know. That was the other idea I had. I feel like it doesn't look as good now. Oh, it's 1 in the morning where you are. Oh, well, thanks for being here. How are you doing? Do you need to go to bed? Are you okay? I mean, I'm usually awake at that time as well. It's just so easy to stay awake at night, isn't it? Like the plain one better. Yeah, I think that one didn't quite go was the idea I had. It wasn't even in my head, but it didn't quite go well. But I like this idea of doing a black frame too. And I do actually have a pretty solid idea for the next one, which is pearl. And I'm thinking of doing a portrait. I said 20s inspired, but I think I might be in the wrong era. A woman with a pearl. Oh, yeah, this was the second idea. Woman with the pearl earring in my art style. Might be a little bit difficult to do Peachtober, but that was the other idea. Or just a portrait that's got a lot of pearls and necklace and earring and all that kind of that era, whichever era that is. Is it 40s? Am I completely wrong with it being 20s? Hmm. A lot of jewelry, a lot of pearl jewelry. Ah, purple waffles. Hi. Honestly, you're doing better than me. I always end up missing them unless I set the notification. I always miss lives. I feel like you don't really get notified very much by YouTube when people go live. How about an ocean floor with an open oyster and a pearl inside? Oh, oh, that could be cool. We could do. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can find pearl. And then the other idea is the woman with the pearl earring, but the problem with that is I feel like that's quite an undertaking for Peachtober to kind of uh draw or paint a masterpiece in my art style. I think that's a little bit much. Oh God, what's going on there? Don't know what happened then. Live in America, so it's usually nighttime for me when you do your lives. It's 2 p.m. Perfect. Yeah, I think last time I did 5, then I did 4, and I think 4 p.m. in the UK just didn't really match, especially America's times. Australia's the worst one. This is the best time for India and America, I think, but Australia, it's like 3 in the morning or something right now, isn't it? Maybe a little bit further, but yeah. I think we're pretty good. I think we're in a good spot right now with the 7 p.m. and it's not too dark. I think we're kind of seeing okay. Oh, this is cute. Is this kind of what you were picturing, Alison? It's not in the sea, but it's nice. Let's see if we can find one that's like underwater. Oh, that can't be real. Um, yeah, I think they're kind of like 3D um photos that have been made, but I do like the idea. I like the background, so we could try and work with something like this. And we could even include the seagrass from earlier, like maybe fill this gap. Yeah, it has to be fake. It says the other one said 3D, so I think it might have been like made in Blender or something. Yeah, it's bedtime. Most people go to bed. Yeah. To be honest, I often miss lives based in Australia. I think that is the worst time for me because there are lots of people that I see go live and it's like 3 in the morning and I just can't do that. But I think this is a pretty good time, even if the sun is now set. I might need to get a better light. I've got one light, so you can see where the good lights come from, and then the bad ring light, it's that one. It's giving Little Mermaid. Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's see how we can do this. It's portrait, so it needs to be framed a little bit. So how are we going to frame it? Because I mean, this kind of would fit square quite well, but it's a really cool idea. Um, how do we frame it? Do we do an actual frame? Ooh, okay. You might hate this idea. What if we do pearls around the outside? What if we do like circles, like literally pearls all the way around? Would that work? So it kind of looks like a pearl necklace framing it, or would that look really silly? In YouTube, people can go live. So YouTube has a live section. Oh, I don't think I've used that. In the live section, does it show just your subscriptions or is it everyone? Because I think I always struggle to see when the people I'm subscribed to go live because you have to kind of be on subscriptions at that time for it to appear at the top, unless you do notifications. I don't feel like my notifications ever come through though, so I do feel like I miss them. Don't you have pearl paints? I do, but mine are awful. There are pearl color paints though, but I think they work better on black. The pearl color paints are very kind of white cream, so I'm not sure that that would go great on white. It could look like it's a picture frame. Yeah, that would be cool. Should we try that then? I'm thinking because I've got like white acrylic or acrylic wash, I think that could work. Just a couple, like we'll do one in each corner. I don't know, it might look silly. And we could do like a bigger one and then a couple of small ones maybe. I kind of like the idea of it looking a bit like a necklace. I said that they were going to be bigger and these are like the exact same size. I don't know. If you guys got any other ideas for Pearl, I mean, it would be nice to have a little bit of a landscape going on. I don't know if I have any more portraits though. This is 30. I like the idea of the frame of pals. Cool. I mean, is this what we're imagining? You could also add barnacles on them too, so it looks like they're underwater. Oh, okay. Like, kind of like coming out here, maybe? Coming out here? Like they're expanding? The live, which had more than 1K like gaming featured on YouTube Live. I don't think I've looked there. I might have to have a look. I just feel like compared to TikTok, I've never done an Instagram live, but compared to TikTok live, I don't feel like it YouTube promotes lives as much because on TikTok it kind of gets put on the For You page, and I just feel like YouTube doesn't really do that. Some kelp. Tell you what, I'm gonna need to Google, so I'm gonna do this for now, and then I'll come back to the barnacles and the kelp. So we want a nice round pearl, and it's gonna be sat on this. I mean, it looks very elegant, doesn't it? probably fake, but it does look pretty cool. Kind of like that. Yeah. I think we're gonna need to fill this gap. Okay, barnacle. Let's have a look. A barnacle looks like this. There we go. That was very strange. I don't know what that is. And some kelp. Okay, let's see. I think it would work best on like the big ones, really. Because I don't know how small these are going to end up, but I might put it on a few and then skip a few, really. But I kind of like the idea, like you said, of this one being like really lovely and clean, and then the other ones sort of looking a little bit dirty, like they are underwater and they've been covered in, oh, algae could work. So yeah, we got a few barnacles, and then I want to make sure I get the shape right for kelp. Is it kind of looking a little bit more like a barnacle? Oh, it's so much easier having a reference. Kelp. Oh, okay. So what if the background is kind of like sand, and then maybe it ends about there, so it is the bottom of the ocean. So it's yellow, slight blend into blue. And then what if we have this on top covering, will that work? Kind of filling in all of the gap, almost like negative space, maybe. Oh, thank you, Purple Waffles. It wasn't supposed to be that pink. I said that at the beginning, but it really wasn't supposed to be. If I dye my hair the perfect shade of pastel pink, though, it will only last about 2 washes. So this way is gonna last a while. It's gonna last a month at least. And I think this one, yeah, I think this one will be easier than doing a masterpiece in my art style. Let's see if I can add the kelp. Would you guys dye your hair crazy colors? I mean, I think it's really fun. I like doing it, and I just really like it. I feel like hair isn't really permanent, so it doesn't really bother me. Oh, does this look like kelp? Like the color isn't permanent. It always comes off. It always fades, and it's fine, really, isn't it? Reminds you of horoscopes hair. I really love just dyeing hair crazy colors. I think it's lovely when other people do as well. I feel like, especially because I don't know about you, but when I was young, I wasn't allowed to. So now that I can, I just kind of do it, and it's been really fun. I definitely recommend, like, if you want to dye your hair and you can, like, go for it because I really like it. It's really peaceful as well. I find it quite therapeutic. I'm gonna have one of the kelps coming from down here as well. Yeah? Do we think? I think the kelp works, right? It's actually vampire red, the shade that I've got. So it's red, but then it looks pink in a certain light. But I'm using Manic Panic at the moment. I used to use Arctic Fox, and now I'm on Manic Panic. Try that for. It's gonna last a while because I put conditioner with it. It should last a few years. Papa Waffles, only 14, so my parents won't let me dye my hair. Probably wouldn't dye if I was allowed to because I'm a blonde and it would probably never come out. All right, honestly, I'm a natural blonde too, and I've managed to get blue out my hair. So you'll be absolutely fine. If you do like, so pink always comes out. Pink is absolutely fine. Blue is the most staining color, and if you do it for years, it probably won't come out. But if you just do blue for a month or two, you can get it out. I mean, the trick is to use Head and Shoulders or a proper strong shampoo, and you can get any color out with Head and Shoulders, and that's just a casual shampoo. The pink will come out easy on blonde, so I definitely wouldn't worry about that. Especially if you go pastel shades and you mix a conditioner with it, then you've got nothing to worry about there. But I wasn't allowed to dye my hair either. I wasn't allowed it at school, and parents wouldn't let me either, so I completely understand what you mean. But I would definitely recommend it if you can. I've put alcohol markers, and I'm gonna put alcohol markers with acrylic markers for the pearl frame. I think if this is yellow and blue, I think the green kelp will go over fine. It will just be a little bit different. Right. Your hair isn't strong enough for the bleach. Yeah, I think that's the hardest part. If you start with blonde hair, like you might as well make the most of it. But I'm naturally like a really dark blonde, so I do have to bleach it. But yeah, it's a bit hard if you're starting with hair that isn't really taken to the bleach because you kind of need to bleach it to go a lot of colours, unfortunately. Easy Arts, you're having a premiere. Oh, that's cool. What time is that? I'll see if I can make it. I always struggle to make premieres, but if you let me know the time, then I'll make a note of it. You dyed your tips a bluish purple color when I was younger. It took 2 years to come out. Oh wow. Blue is quite staining, and I think purple is too because it has the blue pigment in. But I think if you go something like a pastel pink, pastel red, like something closer to red than purple, it should be fine. But yeah, that is really unfortunate. I mean, some hair dyes are better than others, like, well, not better, but like better to come out. So Arctic Fox washes out pretty well as well. But yeah, that is pretty unfortunate. Used to have light blonde hair, it gets darker as you get older. Maybe you're not out in the sun as much. I mean, that could be it. Oh, we're on the last prompt. We've got a blank page. And the last one is spider. So it's Halloween. Don't really want to do a spider. If anyone has any ideas that aren't spiders, you have extremely light blonde hair. It almost looks white. Oh, so you might. Oh, I don't know. You said the color sticks well. I think the best thing for you in future would probably be to go pastel, berry pastel, like mix in a lot of conditioner. Because yeah, if you dye it something like bright pink, like neon, it will probably stick very well. But if you mix in a lot of conditioner to a semi-permanent dye, it should be absolutely fine. The more conditioner you put in, the less it will stick to your hair. So I think as long as you put a lot of conditioner in, maybe start with just a tiny bit of dye and lots of conditioner, that might be the best way. But if your hair's light blonde, there's really a lot of options there. I mean, that's amazing. It means you don't have to bleach it if you do want to do that in future. The last prompt, Disney did a spider short. Yes. So I wrote down jumping spider, but make it cute. And I think it was inspired by that Disney short where they were trying to make it cute, but I'm not a fan of spiders. I can't see past it. The short of the little one with the eyes is quite cute, but I don't find spiders cute. I'm sorry. Spider-Man. Oh, that's cool, Alison. We could do Spider-Man. How much would I make it in my style though? You could do a cute spider-themed character design, maybe like a villain. Oh, a spider villain. No problem. I think as long as you put lots of conditioner in, it will come out. It's really just the amount of conditioner that you put in is how well it will stick. My current hair doesn't have much conditioner in, so I think it will stain a bit. But yeah, that's why it's so bright. But pastels should be absolutely fine. As long as it's mostly conditioner, it should be fine. That could be fun with acrylic markers. A Spider-Man villain. Can we combine the two? I mean, I guess the original Spider-Man. Well, is it the original, the Tobey Maguire's? But is it the third one where it's him and then the black Spider-Man? That's what I'm thinking of. Which would kind of combine it. But it would be cool to do Spider-Man. I have actually done it. I did it at school years and years ago, but I don't have my art from school. It's very sad. But I have actually done Spider-Man. Let's have a little go. Yeah, Spider-Man 3. You know what I'm thinking of? It would be Spider-Man, but it would also combine villain. Let's see if I can quickly find a reference. Spider-Man 3 villain. Is it going to come up with the right one though? Venom. That might be. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking of. It's this movie poster. Although maybe it would be cool to just do Spider-Man. I feel like I would personally do Tobey Maguire. Yeah, Venom's very scary. Maybe we'll not do it that scary. It's already Halloween. Let's try and keep it fun. This is the Halloween prompt. Maybe we'll just do regular Spider-Man because Venom is pretty scary. Really making the most of this space. Okay, we've got a egg, and then try my best here, but obviously it's quick. I think they all have slightly different suits, don't they? So I'm thinking of the old school Spider-Man. Kind of, I'll move us along a little bit. Venom is just so scary. I don't think I'm gonna do Venom. I wonder how many people will do Spider-Man though for this prompt. Right. So it kind of joins here, and then we just go out like that. I don't know. Would you guys be scared of a spider if I do a spider? I just want to find a way to make it cute because I wouldn't want it to be scary for people that are scared of spiders because I think that's completely valid. You know, they are creepy. So I wouldn't want to do that without any kind of warning. You could do a little girl in a cute spider costume, like she's going trick or treating. Oh, that's a good idea. I see. Yeah, no, I've got space because this is a full page. I'll just quickly do. I think the eyes are too small. I think that's the problem here, but it's okay, I guess. Wait. Oh no, I've messed it up. There we go. That's a really cute idea. I don't know if there's a way you can really make a spider look cute without looking really like a spider to those that are scared of spiders. I think that's kind of my concern with this prompt. I mean, what was last year? Last year was spooky, I think, which was quite open-ended. Spider is spider, but yeah, I think last year's was spooky. I guess maybe she does it every year. What's the one before? I don't know if I remember the year before, to be honest. Yeah, the eyes are like way too small. Well, that's kind of a Spider-Man, but the eyes are tiny. Um, that's what you're gonna. Oh, you're taking part in Peachtober this year. I haven't actually heard anyone else speak about it. Like, I know Furry Little Peach hasn't really mentioned it very much, so it's like I'm doing Peachtober, but I don't know if anyone else is. I've not heard a single person say that they're actually taking part in it. Are you taking part? That would be really cool. I don't know, I feel like I've not heard a single person mention it this year. But the Inktober prompts were really odd, like they were all based on camping or something. They were kind of themed and they weren't even traveling. I think they were more about camping. So I just wasn't a fan of the Inktober prompts for this year. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Could just do a kid with some floppy legs coming off a backpack. Oh, a second backpack. I wonder if I wonder if the girl could be wearing like a mask that kind of looks like a spider. You are, but you're not going to post the drawings though because you don't have social media. That's fair enough. I mean, there's also like a lot of pressure when you do post it to social media, so it's definitely good to enjoy it and have fun because there is a bit of pressure when it comes to posting. A kid dressed as Spider-Man. How are we gonna have the face though? Or what if we just do the eyes? Do you think that would work? I think you'll also find it easier and like it will be more enjoyable though. There is a bit of pressure because there's little things like, I need to do it and edit the videos and everything, and I'm doing multiple a day, whereas if you're not posting on social media, you'll be able to do the one a day if that's what you'd like, and I think that could be a lot more fun. We're doing a kid. Okay, let's start with a face. I like the idea of kind of doing the mask, but having some of the face shine through because I kind of would like to. Oh, that eye is far too far along. How's about we just fill it in? There we go. And then I don't know if those eyes are correct. They don't really look. So what if it's kind of like a mask? It's just like kind of like an eye mask, and then that way you can have a face, a little bit of a face, kind of. I mean, it doesn't look like a kid, but Spider-Man PJs and face paint. Oh, I went the eye mask route. I don't know if I'd be able to do face paint on a drawing though. I think that'd be so difficult. You also have school, so you won't have time to edit. Yeah, it's a really big thing, but I mean, you'll also have like a lot of art that you create in such a short time though, so I do think it will be very helpful for you. I should have done a rounder face for this kid. It doesn't look like a kid. I think I've done a teenager. I think the best thing about art challenges is the amount of work that you're able to create. Like, if you don't really know what your art style is yet, or you don't know what mediums you like this year I'm using a lot of alcohol markers and acrylics because I'm new and I don't really know how to use them. So, by creating 31 pieces, if I'm using alcohol and acrylics for most of them, I'm going to get a really good grasp towards the end. Thanks for the likes, Robson. How are you doing? You still there? I wish I could send pictures through chat. I have the perfect reference photo for you. I'm trying my best to imagine, but I think the face has slightly turned into the Spider-Man from Into the Spider-Verse. And I was trying to do a kid, and I think at the beginning we were trying to do a girl, but I think this is looking a little bit more like the boy from Into the Spider-Verse. I'm just gonna do like a really basic because we need to just get ideas down. This is the last one. We're getting there. We're getting there. So a person. What was it that you said? A little girl in a cute spot. Okay, we'll try and make it a girl again. A little girl in a cute spider costume. Let's go trick or treating. Some floppy legs in the backpack. Okay. I will try my best. Well, I hope Peachtober goes well for you. I hope other people take part. I've not heard anyone else say anything about it, but you know, I don't think it's very big on YouTube, I will say. Like, I don't know if I really know anyone that posts on YouTube their Peachtober pieces. It's quite big on Instagram. All right, we're not going to do elbows, we're just going to keep it simple. You know. Oh, I did do 5 fingers. I usually mess that up. That was pretty quick. I have to count now for this one. There we go, kind of. And then we want a bag. Oh, I bet a little pumpkin. Trying to picture what it would look like. Is that cute? There we go. A pumpkin bag. Yeah, is anyone else taking part in a month-long art challenge? Because I mean, I think this is, yeah, this is the biggest one, isn't it? October, really. Okay, we've got our pumpkin. And then PJs. We'll keep it simple. Where's the rest of the foot? There we go. That will do. Keeping it simple for now. The head is huge. Yeah, a lot of people have, but I wonder how many will do Inktober this year just because of the themed prompts. I don't know. I didn't know really what I would be able to do for like a camping theme. Because I don't want to do landscapes. Like I would like to also do like animals and portraits, and I think they had backpack as well, but they had quite a lot of other themes, and I don't really know what I would have been able to do. The head is huge. Just forget about how huge the head is. Try and ignore that. I quite like the idea of it being a mask, but obviously we need it to look a little bit more like Spider-Man. And I think they're too pointy. And then the pajamas, kind of if we do it like this, um, how do we do it? Try this, I guess. Wait. Oh no. I've just done a grid. Just realized I've just done an entire grid. Ah, they're supposed to be round. No. I went on autopilot. I was just like, oh, it will look like a web eventually. No. Let me quickly find it. I won't be long. October, just to see, because I don't feel like I keep mentioning it and I haven't actually shown. But this is the Inktober prompt list for this year. Okay. They do have backpack. So they've got backpack also, but then discover boots, exotic, binoculars, trek, passport, hike, sun, nomadic, snacks, remote, horizon, roam, guidebook, grungy, journal, drive, ridge, uncharted, rhinoceros. Oh, that's random. Camp, rust, expedition, scarecrow, camera, road, jumbo, navigator, violin, landmark. I'm just stuck on camp. I'm sure I've already done camp for Inktober. Or was it tent? I think it was camp. But yeah, these are the Inktober prompts for this year. And violin, landmark, Rhinoceros, I like. But everything in the middle here, horizon could be quite cool. Snacks, I've already done snack. They must be repeating a few because I've done camp and I did snack for Inktober before. I did like spaghetti for that one. And I did a um Jason, the horror film I did for camp. I'm not a huge fan of any of those. Journal's quite good, I guess. And all of these ones here, not really a fan of any of the left ones. Camera's quite cool and Scarecrow. I don't know. I just feel like they're a little bit too themed. I don't know what else you'd be able to do. So that's why, oh, they've got the previous ones. That's why I didn't do that. Camping, that's what it is. I did camping and I did snack. So yeah, they've got quite a few similar ones. But that's why I didn't do Inktober this year. I like Horizon though, that's quite cool. Just gonna quickly try and make this look a little bit more like a web if possible. But I accidentally did a grid, so I'm not sure if I can. Um, some are fun, but a lot are rather awkward. Yeah, they are. They're just a little bit. I don't know. I don't know what I would do for them. Spider symbol on the top will bring it all together. Spider symbol. Oh, I know what you mean. You mean a spider on the top. I thought you meant the top. I was like, where's it gonna go? Like on a head? Um, that's a really nice twist on the prompt. Oh, thank you. I think that, yeah, it's less scary than doing a real spider, I think. Maybe a spider on the shirt. What's the spider logo? I think the logo kind of changes, doesn't it, for each Spider-Man? Or am I making that up? Yeah, the logo does change. Oh, so what's the one that I'm picturing? I'm picturing this one. Yeah, I definitely recognize the newer ones. The newer one is quite cool, to be fair. But yeah, let's try and do a bit of a spider. Just the one, just like a really big spider. I don't know which logo we'd want to do, so I'm just doing a random spider. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done the legs coming out of the head. I presume that that doesn't happen. Put a spider on the shirt, or you could do a bow in her hair to make it more cutesy. Oh, yeah, because we don't want her to look like a villain. She's just an innocent girl going trick-or-treating. There is no ulterior motive here, it's just a little trick-or-treating. Um, a little bow. We could also do some earrings. Could be cute. The head is so big. Let's just ignore that. She kind of looks like a Bratz doll. Do you see that? Because the head is so big with the big lips, kind of looks like a Bratz doll. I think their face is going to be rounder, and the eyes are going to be less scary, the mask. But I think that's kind of cute. Obviously, the background, you could do something like, oh, what if she is like the center point? And then this could look awful. What if she's the center point and then the web is kind of going around her? Kind of like this? In oh, fine liner or marker? Maybe? I do want to use other mediums though. I don't want to use like the same mediums. But I don't know, this paper just handles markers a lot better than it does paint. I don't know, does this look silly? I need to think about backgrounds a little bit though. Although I think we've come up with some really cool framing ideas. That kind of works. Maybe. So, I mean, this now actually has another motive because she kind of looks like she is the spider in the web now. So it's like she is the spider in the web, but she's also Spider-Man for trick-or-treating. So there's two spiders now. She's being Spider-Man whilst being a spider. It just kind of looked like that. Or maybe she's just trapped. Maybe she isn't actually the spider, she's just trapped in the web. Maybe that's really dark. Maybe we don't want to go that route. I don't know. It looks a bit silly. I might have to do her like sitting down, maybe in the actual one. Maybe it will be a bit more like that, just to make it a little bit less odd with the bag. Yeah, that might be a little bit better, I think. Okay, so it's got so many layers. I don't know. Is she a spider or is she just an innocent? What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna zoom out a little bit. Okay, so we've got spider, a gal. We've got the plain with the black frame that's the window. I like that. I think it's cool. Oh, we've got the other frame. The pearl with the framing, which I really like. The cow with the little grass and the corn. The person on the pony with the ponytail with the pony's ponytail, which is going to kind of look like this one. We've got the like this sword in one of these rocks that doesn't look like a tomato and a knife. Like it's gonna look like a sword in a rock, but it needs to be long, but it needs to be up. So just imagine this and this, but like this. Dora the Explorer in my art style. Random. Ended on party, and then we started on cute little radishes with little leaf frames. Okay, I'll remove that. And if I swap to my face, is it going to be really bright? It's pretty bright. Ah, so pasty. The sun is gone. The sun is completely set now, so sorry. Anyway, we're completely ready, and I've already started. I have started Peachtober. There's some cool stuff that I really want to show you, but there's some stuff that I've already started, and show you one. I'll show you one. Quick look. There's one that I've done already. Yeah, I did already start because I need to edit the long video to then make into shorts to be able to post on the actual days. So I've already started. But yeah, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for helping me coming up with ideas. Now that we've done every single prompt, I can actually make a start. Whew. There's going to be 4 videos on my channel. Week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4 will be a little bit longer. So there's going to be 4 videos every Thursday in October. And then every Sunday is going to be like, we've got a bullet journal video and we've got 2 Halloween themed videos. And then 1 video that might be a little bit special. So yeah, that's what's coming up. And I'd love if you could join me for the Peachtober videos. They don't tend to do very well, the art challenge videos, but a week is more attainable when it comes to editing. If I was going to put all of them in one video, it'd be like 2 hours long and that'd be a bit crazy. But hopefully, this art challenge might be a bit different. I really love doing them, but they just don't tend to do very well on my channel, unfortunately. But yeah, hopefully, I will be able to do your ideas justice. I really hope you like them, and I hope the sketches will be good. You should make a video where you paint a cool picture on your nails. Oh, I've only just started doing nail art. I only just did nail art for the first time last week. So That would be a cool idea. Let's see. Give me a couple more weeks to practice, but that would be cool. I used to do nail art in school, but I haven't done it for years. But that would be really cool. I've got a lot of cool video ideas to be fair, but that's cool. I've also got one coming up where we go to the rock, where we go to the beach and we paint on rocks. That's a really cool one. Probably in November that one will be up. But yeah, cool idea. I need to I need to get practicing my nails. Thank you for joining. And I guess we're ready. I guess we're ready for Peachtober now. I guess we're ready. I was thinking about doing some more live streams potentially in future for the daily doodle diary. I thought that could be a little bit fun. Um, but yeah, thank you for joining. Thanks for helping me come up with these ideas. Enjoy the rest of your day. Go to bed. If it's still 1 o'clock, 2 in the morning, go to bed. And yeah, have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you another time. Got a new video coming out tomorrow. It's going to be a bullet journal one. And yeah, have a lovely weekend. Have a lovely night. Go to bed if it's late. I'll see you